reducing the number of large warships and adding frigates could help to reduce the cost of a larger fleet. A 9,000-ton displacement Arleigh Burke-class destroyer costs more than $2 billion. A frigate, displacing just 5,000 tons, should cost around $1 billion, according to the Navy. The U.S. Navy might tweak its force structure goals in order to boost the number of frigates. That's what Vice Adm Bill Merz, the Deputy Chief of Naval Operations, told the House of Representatives Subcommittee on March 27, 2019. "We're expecting a pretty hard look at the mix of ships this year," Merz said, according to USNI News. In rewriting the force structure plan to include more small surface combatants, the Navy could signal its intention to acquire larger numbers of smaller ships at the expense of bigger ships. The idea would be to distribute U.S. naval power across a greater number of less expensive vessels, reversing a decades-long trend toward larger and fewer U.S. warships. "We know we are heavy on large surface combatants, and we'd like to adjust that to a more appropriate mix, especially with the lethality we're seeing coming along with the frigate," Merz said. The Navy's released its last force structure plan in late 2016. That plan, which called for a fleet of 355 major warships, up from the 289 ships the Navy possessed in early 2019. The new, bigger fleet would include 104 large surface combatants such as destroyers and cruisers and 52 small surface combatants including littoral combat ships and frigates. But the Navy is struggling to afford the 355-ship fleet. The 2020 edition of the Navy's 30-year shipbuilding plan projects the fleet could grow to 355 ships by 2034. But the Congressional Budget Office estimated that just buying all the new vessels would cost $27 billion per year, roughly double what the Navy historically has spent. Reducing the number of large warships and adding frigates could help to reduce the cost of a larger fleet. A 9,000-ton displacement Arleigh Burke-class destroyer costs more than $2 billion. A frigate, displacing just 5,000 tons, should cost around $1 billion, according to the Navy. But the frigate still could carry many of the same weapons and sensors that a destroyer does, although somewhat fewer of them.